have me, and I have you. That's enough to paint lonesome black and blue. Yeah, I have you, and you have me. That puts a bow up in the sky that tells the rain to cease. We've had up, and we've had down. We've had warm nights, we've gone round and round. What I know, this much is true. There ain't a color in the rainbow that shines like you. So let's carve our names into this tree, and then lay beneath the beauty of her leaves. Will the birds and the bees sing to the...
All right, you guys, so we're gonna get out the laser engraver and start on some projects. So we're excited to share some of the things that we're gonna be doing here on the Homestead and the YouTube channel in order to make money to keep this thing going, you guys. So let's get this engraver cutter set up and check out what it's capable of.
All right, guys, we finally figured out how we want to place our next berm. We're gonna play with this thing for a little bit. We're gonna try to make something that's really cool. This is a serving tray that we bought for very inexpensive. We picked a nice pattern for it. We're jazzed up about it. We hope you guys are too.
All right, you guys, so we are back in the basement with the Creality Falcon 2 laser engraver. We are already on our second project. We're about to hit the start button.
So we've turned the air off because it says to turn the air off for engraving. So I hope we're correct on this, but we're gonna try it.
All right, so for engraving, we got it in the normal mode and we're getting ready to go. Let's hit it.
That is so sweet. All right, guys, so our first cut today, we wanted to test out to see the difference between the two settings, between normal and between precise. So what we decided to do to check the kerf on it, we decided that we would cut the same exact pattern out in the 2 different settings. And it was recommended that we use a puzzle. So we did, and we wanted to see exactly how thin this thing could cut. So we cut out a weird little puzzle here, guys. It's like multiple pieces here. If you look closely, you can see the little play, yeah, inside. This is the full power one, guys, but here's what I want you to see. Like it's just one. Come on, man. Are you kidding me? That's cool all by itself. Are you kidding me? This is full power. Blasted through that sucker. It left it. Look at this. Like, that's crazy. I love it. You know, and then of course the puzzle pieces. How cool is that, man? That was so fun. All right, so the second one we did, guys, is this precise cutting. So it's less diodes, right? But it's a more concentrated beam, like a little tiny beam instead. And it cut through this same stuff like nothing. Just glazed right through it. And I can already tell you just by looking at it that the kerf is much, much different. It is a much tighter. Look, this didn't even pop out all the way because it's so tight, guys. Like, watch though. I'll just push it out lightly. There it is. That's how clean this is. That's how tight the little whatever material you lose is important a lot of times, especially when it comes to detail, right? So if you want to be able to be extra detailed, you want to use that precise mode. And it's going to do a wicked good job on engraving and stuff too. But you can see the difference. Like it's night and day. Right? How much cleaner it is. And it's the same pattern. The same speed, the same temperature, all of it. I did it all the same. Just wanted to see how much, oops, these can be a little bit tricky sometimes, you know what I mean? It's been a while since I've had to put a puzzle together. So we showed you the other one, how much slop there was when I moved it. Now look at this one. See how much tighter that is? Look at that, man. There's like no, that's like a hair thick, man. That's amazing. All right, guys, so on the normal mode, it's all of the laser diodes that's in this 40 watt are blasting all at the same time. That's great for cutting through really thick stuff and for like real deep engraving, things like that. It's gonna do a really good job, right? And then you can switch to the precise mode, which makes the beam a little bit more, it's a little smaller, right? So they eliminate some of the diodes, right? So it's not as much wattage, but it's way cleaner. And it's hard to believe that they could even make it cleaner than the first cut we did, which was the normal mode. But they did, man, and it shows right there. I showed you. This is like barely any material wasted, right? Like I said, which is really important when it comes to like detailed work. If you want to do extra detailed work, you would want that sucker on precise mode because it's going to clean it up real nice and crisp. Yeah? All right, guys, so we're here with Creality Falcon 2 laser engraver, guys. It's got the 40 watt laser on it. It's a pretty sweet machine so far. You've had an opportunity to see us cut some boards. We engraved some boards and did some like production. It was pretty sweet. You know, we could do a bunch of these guys and sell them. It would be so awesome. It's like a little side hustle. I love it. It was so simple. I went to Google and I looked up some patterns and I was able to easily obtain patterns that I could use. So I don't even have to be like a computer genius or anything and know how to code and stuff like that, because there's a lot of cool people out there already doing that for me. It gives me a chance to be able to be creative, and I love it. All right, guys, so a worthy mention on this is how fast it is. So I'm not really sure how fast the like commercial ones are, right? But this thing goes 25,000 millimeters per minute. I don't know if that's super fast, but it sounds super fast to me. And if you already know, then you know how fast it is. And if you don't, then I bet you it sounds really fast to you too, and we're in the same boat. All right, guys, so this thing is also compatible with different power lasers, right? The power laser head modules. They can, so what they've done is they've engineered this thing so I could buy the 40 watt, right? And if I want to switch this thing out, it's as simple as pulling this module off and putting the other one on. And they can put the 12 watt on here, guys. You can put the 22 watt and the 33 watt. I'm assuming that all of that equals different types of projects and details and things like that. So that sounds pretty cool to me, man, because it's like the main portion of it, you don't have to keep buying over and over, right? I can simply take this thing off, put the new one on, and this, all of the rest of it is already ready for that. So that sounds pretty sweet to me, guys. All right, guys, and just to mention one more time, when you're using this equipment and you're using it properly, it works out beautifully. So today we did our engraving with the air assist off, which this thing comes with an air assist. It's a pretty sweet machine, right? And it didn't blow on the work, and it did a superb job engraving, right? And then we switched it to a cut mode, right? And it automatically turned that fan on, which blows right on the area and keeps the area clean. That way it can be like, and burn right through that stuff and not get all fired up and stuff. So that's pretty sweet. And worth mentioning is the triple monitoring system, man. If there was a fire, we would have known. We had no fire. When the air was off, we knew because it told us, right? And the lens is still clean. How awesome is that? That's because that air assist works, guys. Bam. All right, guys, and another worthy mention is all the accessories that Creality sent out to us is all stuff that comes in addition to the machine. So this honeycomb work table right here, guys, it raises you up off of your table, right? So any debris can fall through and it doesn't catch fires. It's super sweet. It gives a lot of ventilation. This is an accessory. What would come separately would be the rotating kit and the workstation, the honeycomb workstation. All right, guys, so to wrap this up, you know, we've showed you in our first commercial, we showed you guys some of the stuff that we did, and we talked about how easy this thing was to learn, right? Because it's not necessarily about learning this machine right here. You're learning a program on a computer, and it's not very difficult to navigate, right? There's a lot of awesome people out there teaching us how to do this stuff. And I learned how to do it this morning myself without the help of my beautiful wife, right? I was able to come out here and set it up and practice some stuff. And that's awesome for me because I do not have very much skill or experience with computers at all. So that's worthy of mentioning. It was fun using this thing. I'm able to play around with my own creativity now, right, guys? Like before it was, baby cakes, can you help me with this? Now I can come out and do it, and it's awesome. We're gonna have a lot of fun with this thing, guys. We are going to make money on this thing. That is our plan. We're going to put this into production, the things that we design or some of our merch, things like that, you know what I mean? So that's it, man. I think that's where we're gonna wrap this up, guys. Like I can talk for days about how awesome this Creality Falcon 2 is. You guys are gonna see it. We're gonna be doing stuff. When we make new stuff, we're sharing it with you guys. You're gonna see us do a lot of cool stuff with this. And just so you know, they did reach out to us again, guys, and offered us to be sponsored in some other videos, maybe getting some other equipment. And maybe we'll take that. So if you're interested in seeing some of that kind of stuff on our channel, make sure you let us know by giving us some love down there, right? We need some thumbs up, we need some comments, you know. We'll take any creative ideas that you guys can come up with. Maybe you already know some of this stuff, right? Maybe you don't. Maybe you just have some wild ideas like we do. And we love them all, so feel free to share them with us. We are as excited about this, and we hope you are as well. All right, guys, we do appreciate you watching our channel. We hope you enjoy our content. If you do, give us a big thumbs up, right? share our videos, right? That's what I do, guys. I share it all the time. You're gonna have to ring that notification bell, guys, and you guys will get a notification when this awesome content comes out, right? And if you're not already subscribed, guys, right now is a good time to do it. It's time to jump on board, be a subscriber, right? And we can engrave some stuff. Sweet. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.